Hey guys, Clay 6 is happy once again to help you with the solutions for the board paper 2020. You can check your answers as well. Here we go. Section A, question number 1. If f and g are two functions from R to R defined as f of x equals mod x plus x and g of x is equal to mod x minus x, then f of g of x for x lesser than 0 is, now it's given f of x is equal to mod x plus x and g of x is mod x minus x. So therefore f of g of x is equal to mod of mod x minus x plus mod x minus x. Now let us expand this. That would give you mod of, since it's given x is lesser than 0, we take the negative symbol, so minus x, and this is now going to be mod of plus mod of minus x, or this is now going to be mod of minus 2x plus mod of minus x is now going to be minus x, sorry, plus x minus x. This cancels out, so the answer is 2x. Second question, find the principal value of cot inverse of minus root 3. Cot inverse of minus root 3 can be written as pi minus pi by 6, which is equal to 5 pi by 6. Hence, option D is correct. Third question, if A equals minus 2, 0, 0, 0, minus 2, 0, and 0, 0, minus 2, what will be the value of the adjoint of A? Determinant value of adjoint of A. Now let us find the cofactor for each element. C11. So obviously you can make it as plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, and plus. So cofactor for the first element is, first row first element is 4. Cofactor for first element first row second element is 0. Cofactor for the first row third element is also 0. Cofactor for the second row first element is again 0. Cofactor for second row second element is minus 2 times minus 2, which is 4 again. Cofactor for the second row third element is 0. Cofactor for third row first element is 0. Cofactor for third row second element is again 0. Cofactor for the third row third element is again minus 2 times minus 2, which is 4. So, okay, let me make it as 4. Okay. So the adjoint is now going to be, adjoint of A is now going to be 4, 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, 0, 0, 4. Obviously, the adjoint of A is nothing, since it is a diagonal matrix, the determinant value is now going to be along the diagonal, which is nothing but 4 cubed, which is 64. Hence, option A is correct. Question number 4. The maximum value of the slope of the curve y equals minus x cubed plus 3x squared plus 2x plus 12x minus 5 is, okay, let us now find y dash, that is dy by dx is equal to minus 3x squared plus 6x plus 12. Now differentiating again, you get it as t squared y by dx squared is equal to minus 6x plus 6. Or when I equate this to 0, I get x is equal to 1. Now substituting this value of 1 in the first in y, you get it as y equals minus 1 the whole cube plus 3 into 1 the whole square plus 12 into 1 minus 5. So that gives you 1 plus 3 plus 12 minus 5, which is equal to, so we get minus 1 plus 3 plus 12 minus 5, which is 9. Hence, option C is correct. Fifth question. Integrate e to the power of x into 1 plus x divided by cos squared x e power x dx. Now I'll rewrite this as e power x into 1 plus x into, I'll write the cos squared x as 1 by cos squared x as secant squared x. So secant squared x e power x dx. Now put x e power x is equal to t. The differentiating on both sides with respect to x we get. Now we can apply the product rule, uv dash plus bu dash. So x into differentiation of e power x is e power x plus e power x into differentiation of x is now going to be 1 into dx is equal to dt, or I'll take e power x outside, I get it as 1 plus x dx is equal to dt. Now I can replace e power x 1 plus x dx as dt and secant squared x e power x as secant squared t. So now this becomes secant squared t dt. On integrating, I get it as tan t plus c. Now substituting for t, I get it as, the answer is tan x e power x plus c. Hence, the option A is correct. Option A is correct. The degree of the differential, sixth question, the degree of the differential equation x squared d squared y by dx squared minus x dy by dx minus y the whole cubed is. Now we know we'll have to look into the degree of the highest order. Here the highest order is d squared y by dx squared, which is the second order. So the degree for that particular order is 1. So option A is correct. Coming to the seventh one, the value of p for which p I vector plus j vector plus k vector is a unit vector is, now we know for a unit vector n cap is equal to a vector by modulus of a vector. Now let us find the modulus value of this is now going to be 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 1 squared, which is equal to root 3. So which is now going to be 1 by root 3 times I vector plus j vector plus k vector. So the value of p is 1 by root 3. Hence, option B is eighth question. The coordinates of the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point minus 2, 8, 7 on the xz plane is. Now we know that the coordinates of the xz plane, here the coordinates for y is now going to be 0. So obviously the coordinates for the point minus 2, 8 and 7 on the xz plane is now going to be minus 2, 0, 7. Hence option C is correct. Question number 9. The vector equation of xy plane is, now we know for the xy plane we can write the equation of the plane as r vector minus 0 dot z vector is equal to 0. Now you know for the unit vector corresponding to z vector is k. So it's now going to be r vector dot k cap is equal to 0. Hence option A is correct. Now coming to the 10th one. The feasible region for an LPP is as shown below. Given z is equal to 3x minus 4y be the objective function, the minimum value occurs at, okay, now let's substitute for the points are now going to be 0, 0. Now let's put 0. Z at 0, 0 is now going to be 0 minus 0, which is equal to 0. Z at 5, 0 is 3 times 5 minus 4 times 0, which is equal to 15. Z at 6, 5 is 3 times 6 minus 4 times 5, which is equal to 18 minus 20, which is equal to minus 2. Then Z at 6, 8 is 3 times 6 minus 4 times 8, which is equal to 18 minus 4 8s are 32, which is equal to minus 14. Z at 4, 10 is 3 times 4 minus 4 times 10, which is equal to 3 4s are 12 minus 40, which is equal to minus 28. Z at 0, 8 is 3 times 0 minus 4 times 8, which is equal to minus 32. Hence we can see the minimum value is at 0, 8. Hence option B is correct. Fill in the blanks. 11th question. If y equals tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x, then find dy by dx. Okay, so dy by dx for tan inverse of x is 1 by 1 plus x squared, and for cot inverse of x it is now going to be minus 1 by 1 plus x squared. So when you add both, it is now going to be 0. Next, coming to the 12th question, or the OR question. If cos xy equals k, where k is a constant and xy is not equal to n pi, n belongs to z, then dy by dx is equal to what? Now let us find out dy by dx. So cos, when you differentiate, is now going to be minus sine of xy, and we need to differentiate xy by using the product rule. So u is x, differentiation of y is now going to be dy by dx plus y into differentiation of x is 1, and differentiation of the constant term is 0, or this implies when I put this the sine inverse, sine can go that side and it becomes 0, so it becomes x into dy by dx plus y equals 0, or this implies dy by dx is equal to minus of y by x. 12th question. The value of lambda, so that the function f defined by f of x equals lambda x if x is lesser than equal to pi, and cos x if x is greater than pi. So we know f of x is equal to f of pi. So I can write this as limit x tends to pi minus is equal to, or f of x is now going to be equal to lambda pi. Same way, limit x tends to, this is now going to be the left hand limit. Now the right hand limit, x tends to pi plus f of x is now going to be equal to cos pi. Now he says it is continuous at x is equal to pi, so which means left hand limit is equal to the right hand limit. So this implies lambda pi is equal to cos pi But you know cos pi is equal to minus 1. So therefore lambda is equal to minus of 1 by pi. 13th one. The equation of the tangent of the curve y is equal to secant x at the point 0, 1 is dash. So given y is equal to secant x. So dy by dx is equal to, you know, dy by dx of secant x is secant x tan x. So dy by dx at 0, 1 will give you the slope. That gives you secant of 0 tan 0. But we know tan 0 is 0. So dy by dx is, the slope is 0. Now you know the equation of the tangent is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. That is y minus 1 is equal to m is 0, or this implies y is equal to 1 is the equation of the tangent.